with another live unboxing. And yes, I'm crazy enough. I got another box of Boulders Gate set boosters. Battle for Boulders Gate D&D. I figured it's Friday Night Magic. We might as well go for some fun, go for some craziness. And I had such fun opening up the last box. And I'm hunting for dragons. I want to make a dragon EDH deck. So I'm like looking for all the dragons from this set. I'm going to go through and grab dragons from many other Magic's Past that I have in my collection. And I want to make kind of a competitive EDH deck and sort of see how I can play with stuff. So, and then on top of that, I just wanted to collect a lot of this set because I'm a huge D&D fan. And I love this partnership. I like that Dungeons & Dragons have come into the fold with Magic the Gathering. And there's a couple of different cards that I selfishly want to try to get into my collection. So, yeah. And then in addition to that, I took kind of my lotto ticket, I'll call it, for the boosters. A Commander Legends Dragon Boulders Gate Collector's Booster. And we're going to open this one last. I call this my lotto ticket because we'll talk a little bit more about collector boosters and what they kind of mean. These are set boosters. So what that basically means is that they have different rarities. And again, because it's Friday night, I thought it'd be kind of a fun video. I'm doing this video very early because I'm gonna do some other videos tonight. Or we're gonna do some other things. Kind of our Friday night sort of extra have fun video. And see what I could do. But yeah, like I said, Boulders Gate, D&D, definitely big for our channel. But we also, again, being Friday Night Magic, I don't necessarily go to events as much as I used to, so I thought this would be a great way. And actually, today the Commander boosters set loose, and I may grab those too. I don't know. I'm in between on that. But without further ado, let's get to the box and opening it. And I have a couple of other surprises, so you want to stay through the entire stream so you can see all of the goodies. And I like doing these set booster boxes, especially the Commander ones, because they're less packs. It's only 18 packs, so it's a little bit of a quicker video versus when I do some of the larger boxes. It takes a long time to unbox all of it. So very cool. Now, what is a set booster for folks that might not be as inclined to Magic? And they give you this cool artwork, which I'm actually saving these because I may use them for something. So a set booster is a different kind of booster because you'll see it says guaranteed one each, a traditional foil, an art card, and a foil etched card. So there are more foils in these packs. They are 12 cards in a pack. Sorry, they are 15 cards in a pack. So that's actually different for this set. Usually they're 12. Now they're 15 card, but you're getting only 18 packs. But they have more rare cards. So it's possible in these packs to get multiple rares versus if you do regular set boosters, you get more packs, but less opportunities to get more rare or mythic rare cards. So without further ado, let's jump in and get our first pack and see what we have. Starting off semi-strong. All right, let's do it. Got a basic forest. We got so also you can score the art cards in these packs, which is cool. Orc Ranger, this is Kala, Caller of the Small. Trample, whatever Caller of the Small deals combat damage to a player. For each token you control, create a 1/1 white rabbit. That's very cool. I'm going to put those aside. Charcoal Diamond, another art card. You meet in the tavern. Oh, that's cool. I didn't get this card before. It's kind of funny. You actually don't get a lot of the common cards. I'm not going to read the commons out Tavern Brawl, we got plenty of these last time around. Tomats Fanatics. And again, this is part of why I wanted the set, because there's a lot of Dragon, even Dragon Warrior, because there's like Dragon Warrior characters, because it is Dungeons and Dragons. Underseller Sweep Enchantment. It's an uncommon, our first uncommon. When Underseller Enchantment enters the battlefield, you take an initiative. When you attack, if you or the player you attacked has the initiative, you create a 1/1 white soldier creature token that are tapped and attacking. So you actually get tokens for going after someone who has the initiative. Moon Shay Pixie. So again, these are the multi cards where you can either play it as a adventure, which is an instant, or you can play it as the creature. Up to 3 target creatures gain flying until end turn. Flying when Pixie enters the battlefield, draw cards equal to the number of opponents who were dealt combat damage this turn. So it's a way to get some cards. Fairy Wheeled Visitor. Legendary enchantment background. Now, backgrounds is an added mechanic where you can have backgrounds on top of your legendary creature for commander. So it will allow you to have 2 backgrounds plus a commander off to the side, and then that also allows you to play more colors in your deck. So it's not only the legendary creature colors for your EDH deck, so again, or commander deck. It is also the background colors, which is kind of interesting. Commander creatures you own have, when one or more non-token creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you create a 1/1 blue fairy dragon creature token with flying. So you get to pump up some more creatures. Fey Wild Caretaker, Orc Wizard. When Fairy Wild Caretaker enters the battlefield, you take an initiative. At the beginning of your end step, if you have the initiative, create a 1/1. So it's another way to generate more. So obviously this would be a good creature to put in a deck if you wanted to just go nuts. Mahadi Imperium Master, legendary creature Cat Devil. At the beginning of your end step, create a treasure token for each creature that died this turn. So it's a way to generate some treasure tokens. We got Dungeon Delver, legendary enchantment. Background, commander, creatures, room abilities of dungeons you own trigger an additional time. So the dungeon concept, if you guys are familiar with the previous set, they actually trigger twice when you go into the dungeon. You probably have noticed that we have tons of uncommons in this pack. So this is what I was talking about the rarity swinging. So it could be in a different thing. Fair Traveler, and this is our etched foil legendary enchantment background. Commander creatures you own have at the beginning of your end step, exile up to 1 target tapped creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. So it's a way to blink, so you can trigger effects with it, which this actually would probably, I'm going to guess this is actually worth something. Horn of Valhalla, that's our rare. Artifact equipped. Yager's Call, sorcery adventure. Create X 1/1 white soldier tokens. If you equip creature, gets +1/+1 for each creature you control. Either way, that's pretty damn good, actually. Nimble Claw Adept is our foil. I'm going to let you guys read that. And then we get an art card, and the art card here, I don't think I got this art card. It'd be funny if I get a whole set of art cards. I've never thought about selling the art cards, but you can. And then we got a little mini game. This is something they started to do in the Magic packs, giving you something which is kind of cool. Like if you're in a draft situation or you're at an event, it's like a nice way to be able to do something to pass the time. So it's kind of cool. All right, let's see what we got. I wonder if I will get one thing I am very, very interesting. Okay. Interesting fact. So we have Plains. We have Goggles of Night, which are art cards. So we always get at least 1 or 2 art cards in each pack. Thessus, the Butcher, which is a Dragon Pageant. I love the monster manual art that they have. Attacks double the power of each drag. Yeah, he's someone I do want to play in my deck with. And we have Nefarious Imp. Let you guys read that one. Druid of the Eternal Grove. I think we got him last time. Steadfast Unicorn. I don't think I got that last time, actually. A lot of the common cards I didn't get. We got Severus Nightmare Speaker. Sacrifice another creature or an artifact for each opponent. You mill a card, then return that card from the graveyard to your hand unless that player pays 3 life. So you can literally take their cards. It's a weird card. Bone Seller Cleric. Sacrifice Bone Seller Cleric. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Remember her. Servok Deathbringer. Legendary creature, Human Knight. At the beginning of each end step, if there are no permanents left the battlefield this turn, that player loses X life, where X is... Oh, damn. So you actually have to get rid of permanents or you get hit by him. That's a really good card, actually. For 4 drop, he's a 3/4. Actually, not that bad. Alright, first rare of the pack is Nero, Wild Mage, Legendary creature, Human, Elf, Shaman. We got her last time. Whenever you cast a spell, you may put it on the bottom of its owner's library. If you do, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost, then put the rest of the bottom of your library in a random order. This ability triggers only once per turn. Not a terrible card at all. Candlekeep Sage. I'll let you guys read that one. Now our etch foil is a rare, which is very good. Gorin, Wise Mentor, legendary creature, you a wizard. Vigilance. Whenever you cast an adventure spell, you may copy it. You may choose new target. So basically, every adventure spell you cast, you can double up. Not bad. Ooh, we got a mythic. Elementsters. Simulacrum. For each opponent, you create a token that's a copy of up to 1 target creature. That for each opponent, you create a token. Oh, that's actually pretty good. That's not bad. That's not terrible. It's not a great mythic. Another rare, and it's an art card, which is... That's pretty good. Zev Lore Ultra Elixir Exile. I said Elixir. Exile. Legendary creature, Tiefling Warrior. Haste. Tap 2, tap it. When you next cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a single opponent or a single permanent, an opponent controls this turn. For each other opponent, choose that player or a permanent they control. Copy the spell, and the copy targets the chosen player or permanent. So that's pretty cool. You could literally hit everybody with one spell. That's pretty cool. And our foil is Skullport Merchant. When Skullport Merchant enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. I can tap a colorless and a black, sacrifice another creature or a treasure token, draw a card. So that's pretty cool. You use treasure tokens to draw cards. It's not bad. It's not terrible. And then we got a dungeon, the only dungeon that's in this game. And then we got an art card. Ooh. And this art card is Corlessa, the Scale Singer. So a bard character. So right off the bat, we got one mythic in this box. Not the best mythic. Okay. So I probably would have preferred a different thing. We got an island, Cloak of the Bat, and then we got Mithra, Merciless Soul. It's legendary creature, Elf Cleric, where X is the number of experience counters you have. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, you get an experience counter. Creatures you control get +1/+0 for each. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's not bad, especially for an elf deck. That could be very useful. Ingenious I can never say that word. Recruitment Drive. think we got that last time. Generous Enforcer. Trailblazer Torch. This is funny because I'm getting a lot of... I didn't get this before. Recluse Chewinga. Elemental Spirit. Flash. Natural Shelter. When it enters the battlefield, you may return another permanent you control to its owner's hand. So you can phase something else out. That's kind of interesting. Inspired Tinkerer. Sorcery. Exile the top 3 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards. Create 3 treasure tokens. Okay, so you get treasure tokens and can play the cards. That's okay. Guild Artisan. Legendary enchantment background. Whenever this creature attacks a player, if no opponent has more life than that player, you create 2 treasure tokens. Glutch the Bestower. Legendary creature Jellyfish. We've gotten him before. Flying at the beginning of your end step, choose a player. They put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature they control. Choose a second player to draw a card. Then choose a third player to create 2 treasure tokens. Yeah, I very bad rare. It's a throwaway rare, which is really annoying. Flaming Fist. I remember that from the last one. Oh boy, oh god, Candlekeep Sage. Why? Why is that my etched rare? That's so bad. Call of the Void. Each player secretly chooses a creature they control and a creature they don't control. Then those choices are revealed. Destroy each creature chosen this way. Again, not really a good rare. And then Breath Weapon is our foil. That's really bad pack. Treasure token. And we actually got this art card before, so... Yeah, I got this one in the last box. Alright, that was real bad. That was super bad. Yeah. I have a feeling this box might not be the box. This is a real weird box. Alright, so foiled land. So that's the other thing. Your land can also be your rare spot. So sometimes that works out to your favor. Marble Diamond. We got Wilson Refined Grizzly, which I actually really like this. Legendary creature, Bear Warrior. This spell cannot be countered. Vigilance, Reach, Trample, Ward. 2. Choose a background, which is pretty cool. Reckless Barbarian. Underdark Explorer. Tabaxi Torcaneers. Stone Speaker Crystal, which is add to colorless, sacrifice Stone Speaker Crystal, exile any number of target player's graveyard, draw a card. Mind Stone, artifact, add a colorless, sacrifice Mind Stone, draw a card, so you can sacrifice that in colorless. Treasure Keeper, it is an artifact creature construct. Why am I doing this? Artifact creature construct. When Treasure Keeper dies, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card with mana value 3 or less. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put all revealed cards not cast this way on the bottom of your library in a random order. So, kind of gives you the ability to get something out, which is interesting. Cadrilla, Caller of the Small. I like that she calls rabbits to aid her. Travel, whatever, Cadrilla of the Small deals combat damage to a player. For each token you control, create a 1/1 rabbit creature token. So it's good for token decks. It's another ramp up. Dungeon Delver, we got that already. All right. Now, funny enough, this was actually, it's funny. I got this in the other box, and I got it etched foiled in that box too, and it actually is a money card when it is etched foiled. Uh, Merkul, Lord of Bone, legendary creature god. As long as your life total is less than or equal to half your starting life total, Merrick the Lord of Bone is indestructible. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you may exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that card, except it's an enchantment, and loses all other card types. So it's an interesting idea, but it makes them tokens. So obviously it works really well if you have other things. That's our first rare. Then intellectual, can't say words. Intellect Devourer. Devour intellect. When Intellect Devourer enters the battlefield, each opponent exiles a card from his or her hand until he leaves play. And then Body Thief, you may play land and cast spells from among cards exiled with him. If you cast the spell this way, you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast it. So it's pretty cool. I want to use this a lot. I think this is a great card, and I'm glad that I'm almost going to have a playset of these. Third rare of the pack, I actually didn't get this one last time. The Council of Four, legendary creature, human noble. Whenever a player draws their second card during their turn, you draw a card. Whenever a player casts their second spell during a turn, you create a 2/2. Oh. See, it's another token generator. Not great. And then our foil is this guy, which I'll let you guys read. And then our rare card, our art card, is our trio, the Descendant, Atreo. And then we got another dungeon. So far, we're not hitting the money. I don't know if I'm going to break even on this box like I did the last one, because I'm not feeling it. All right, so... Alright, we got a forest. Viconia, Drow, Apostate, legendary creature, elf cleric. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 4 or more creature cards in your graveyard, return a creature card at random from your graveyard to your hand. Choose a background. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good card. All right, and then we got Whims Crossing Patrol, Citadel Gate, and then we got Black Dragon Gate. What is this? A Black Dragon Gate enters battlefield. All right, so basically these are the tap lands, but they're also gates, and gates have a mechanic in the game. Herzau, I'll let you guys. He's a fog demon. I love the artwork on this card. That's pretty cool. Summon Undead. Again, a lot of common cards we're getting. All right, Modify Memory. So I love the artwork in this card. Exchange control of 2 target creatures controlled by different players. If you control neither creature, you get to draw 3 cards. So you can swap creatures, which could put you in a good position, and you get cards. It's an interesting card. Iron Mastiff. This is one of the D20 cards, so you actually roll a D20 to figure out what the card does. I'll let you guys look at that, which is a pretty cool mechanic. Patria's Seal. It's an add 1 mana of any color. Artifact, excuse me. Untap target legendary creature you control. So very cool abilities, very versatile. Then we got Mithra, Merciless Souls, legendary elf cleric, Ward X, where X is the number of experience counters you have. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn. Okay, so we saw this as the special card. We got the art version of this card. So now we have the regular version. Veteran Soldier. I'm going to let you guys read that one. I'm not going to read all of them. Then I got an etched foil of that card. That's annoying. That's so annoying. I hate that. I mean, it's good to get it for uncommons, but obviously we want to get rares in that spot. Ascendant from Avernus. It's X, 3 white. Return all creatures and planeswalker cards with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Exile, and then you exile that. That's actually a pretty good card. I'm not going to lie. That's a decent card. That's not a bad rare. Decanter of the Endless Water. Actually, that's not a terrible artifact. I get taunted with dragon tokens in this set all the time. It annoys the crap out of me. And then my art card is the snake that we got before. I just want a... so we've only pulled one mythic out of this box. Mountain, Sky Diamond for the art card. Oh, I keep doing that. What do I do? Safana, Caliport, Cutthroat. She's a human rogue. Menace. At the beginning of your end step, if you have the initiative, create a treasure token. Create 3 of those tokens instead if you've completed a dungeon. Yeah, so we've gotten her before. I got her in the last box. Alright. Armor of Shadows. It's not that good. Lantern of the Revealing. Chain Devil. Again, lots of common cards. You tend to get more uncommons. Morat. I'm very... Yeah, Dungeon Delver, which we've already gone over and I've already read, so I'm not going to go through that. We got her before. I got her in the last box. I'm going to let you guys read that one. She's not too bad. And we got her Risa Rhea Kingpin. She's actually a really good card, too. I think pretty decent. Alright, first rare, 9 Fingers Keen. Human Rogue, Menace, Ward, pay 9 life. Whenever 9 Finger Keen deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 9 cards of your library. You may put a gate card from among them onto the battlefield. Then if you control 9 or more gates, put the rest into your hand. Otherwise, put the rest on the bottom of the library in any random order. So this is a person who lets you get those gate lands. Not a great rare. Cloakwood Hermit. It's a background. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature card... This makes squirrel tokens. So basically, if creatures go to the graveyard, it creates squirrel tokens. We got this before. This I did not get, and it's etched foiled, which is cool. Jensen Chaos Crafter, legendary creature Gnome. Haste, tap, sacrifice an artifact creature, create 2 treasure tokens, sacrifice non-creature artifacts, create 2 1/1 colorless construct artifact creature tokens. So you can actually turn your regular creatures into artifact tokens. That's pretty cool. And then you could sacrifice them, obviously, to create more treasure tokens. Not a bad card. Elder Brain is our 3rd rare of the pack. And this is the regular art for the Elder Brain. Creature, Horror, Menace. Whenever Elder Brain attacks a player, exile all cards from the player's hand. Then they draw that many cards. You may play land and cast spells from among the exiled cards for as long as they remain exiled. If you cast a spell this way, you may spend mana as though we're... Oh, that's pretty cool. So this and the Devourer, like that, so you could do a whole like Mind Flare where you're basically using their cards against them. That's actually pretty cool. Saddle of the Cavalier, which is our foil. Equipped creatures get +6 history and can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or less. Not terrible. And then our art card is the demon, which I actually got him. Yeah, Valor. Valor I got in my last box. So far, I'm not hitting like super duper money. Maybe I mean, that etched foil of what's his name, the God. That was a pretty good card. Um, but we've only hit one mythic, man, which is making me scared. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. That's funny. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, let's do it. Island. Kaga, Shadow of the Arch Druid, legendary creature Arch Druid. Whatever Kaga the Arch Druid attacks against Death Touch till end of turn. Mill 2 cards. Once during each of your turns, you may play a land or cast a permanent spell from among the among your cards in your graveyard that were put there from your library this turn. So you could play the milled cards. That's actually kind of cool. Moss Diamond. Tavern Brawl. I'm going to go through these fast. We already got this gentleman, so we don't have to go over him. Mold Folk. We did not get Fungus Warriors. I didn't know there were fungus cards in this set. All right, there we go. Amethyst Dragon. Creature Dragon. Again, this could be played as an adventure if you wanted to as well. Explosive Crystal deals 4 damage divided as you choose among any number of targets. Flying and Haste. So 6 for a 4/4. Flying and Haste Dragon. Not bad. Oh, Topaz Dragon. So we're getting all the different dragons. Creature Dragon. We have Instant Adventure. Creatures you control gain Death Touch until end of turn. Flying and Death Touch. Literally, we got 3 dragons in this pack. That's crazy. Sapphire Dragon. So each color apparently has its own dragon. Counter target, not a creature spell. Flying whenever Sapphire Dragon attacks or blocks, scry 2. That's insane. Wait a minute. That's nuts. That's nuts. I literally got no. Yeah, I got four of the. Jesus Christ. That's insane. Crystal Dragon. So the white one. Search Adventure. Return target artifact, creature, or legendary card from your graveyard to your hand. Right, to your hand. Flying Vigil. Oh, that's pretty sick, actually. And then we got the normal version of the card we got is the art card version, so I'm not going to go over that. I got another Tavern Brawl. My etch one is Allura Merry Thief. Whenever you attack up to 1 target attacking creature can't be blocked this turn, return that creature to its owner's hand. At the beginning of your next end step, choose a background. So pretty cool. Not a bad one. On Gala's Redirection. Gale's Redirection. Instant. Exile target spell, then roll a d20 and add that spell's mana value. You may cast the exiled card for as long as it remains exiled. And you may spend mana as though it was mana of any color to cast that spell. So you could exile their spell and then use it. You may cast the exile card without paying the mana cost. Oh, God. So if you get like towards the end, that's crazy. That's weird. Guiding Bolt. Destroy target creature card with power 4 or greater. So that's our foil. And then we got a card from Magic's Pass, which is Expedition Map. Sacrifice Expedition Map, search your library for a land card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. So this actually might be the money card. It's funny how I always get the list cards that are worth a lot. I think Expedition Map is, because it's a very sought after card. And then we got the Elder Brain art card, which is the monster version. Monster manual version. All right. So Expedition Map, that might be the win. Oh, we're starting off weird with this. All right. Okay. Sorry guys, I know that I'm not speaking. Come on, so let's put that back this way. Yeah, there we go. Alright, mountain. Taunting Cobalt. I love that there were Cobalts in here. We got Marble Diamond again. I'll let you guys read that one. Murder! Just plain old murder. Poison of the Blade. Deadly Dispute. Hammers of Morden. Dwarven Clerics. Merid. Whenever Hammers of Morden attacks for each opponent, tap up to one target creature that player controls. I like that card. Lithia Monk. Creature Lith Monk. Flash Flying. Psychic Defense. When Lithia Monk enters the battlefield, tap all creatures you don't control. Ooh. That's kind of nice in a EDH game. OG, the Exquisite Blade. Legendary creature, you monk. When the blade enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life and scry 2. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, exile up to one target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under owner's control. And we did get a mythic. Alright, our second mythic of the box. Karlach, the Fury of Avernus. Legendary creature, Tiefling Barbarian. And again, I love how when I get mythics, I never get like the showcase or the... Whenever you attack, if it is the first combat phase of the turn, untap all attacking creatures. They get first strike until end of turn. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Choose a background. You can have a background as a second commander. That's pretty good. Scorn of the Hollister. It's a background. Our Agent of the Shadow of Thieves, which is a legendary enchantment background. That's our edge foil for the box, for the pack. Commander, creatures you own have whenever this creature attacks a player, if no opponent has more life than the player, put a +1 counter on the creature. It gains Death Touch and indestructible until end of turn. And then a second rare, Shameless Charlatan, legendary as a background. Commander, creatures you own have 2 colorless water. This creature becomes a copy of another target creature, which I think this is pretty cool. Where you could just turn your creatures into... So great for a token deck. Nothic, creature horror, and it is a D20 creature. And you can see you draw a card, you lose a life. You draw a card, you lose 2 life. You draw 7 cards, and you lose 7 life. Not the greatest Magic card. So, but we did get a rare art foiled card, and we actually got this art version. But this is a rare art card. So, technically they're worth something, but I don't know of many shops that actually take them. I know Collectors Online do, but like if you go to your local gaming shop, I don't think they take the art cards. Such an interesting... Alright. Let's do this thing. We have a Plains. I know that's very exciting for everybody. Marching Data Drone. Oh, I love this art version of her. I've gotten her before in the other ones. Whenever you cast the Adventure spell or Dragon spell, Blood of Dragon Legacy deals damage equal to that. Yeah, she's 100% going in my EDH Dragon deck. Hands down. It's such a good card. Reckless Barbarian. I've gotten him before. We got this before as well. We got this before as well, so I'm just gonna hold it up. Swift Foot Boots. Equipped creatures, has hexproof and haste. Amber Gristle Omal, legendary creature, dwarf cleric. Haste, whatever Amber Gristle Omal attacks, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw a card for each player being attacked. I've gotten her before. Oh, there is a goblin. That's funny. Goot, True Soul Zealot. A zealot, legendary creature, goblin shaman. Whenever you attack, you may sacrifice another creature or an artifact. If you do, create a 4/1 black skeleton creature token with menace that's tapped and attacking. And choose a background. So a lot of these let you summon your background. Street Urchin. Sacrifice another creature or an artifact. This creature deals 1 damage. Nah, it's okay. Our first rare, Bane, Lord of Darkness, which I actually have gotten almost a playset of him now. As long as your life total is less than or equal to half of your starting life total, Bane, Lord of Darkness is indestructible. He's another god in the set. Whenever another non-creature token you control dies, target opponent may have you draw a card. If they don't, you may put a creature card with equal or lesser toughness from your hand onto the battlefield. So not a terrible card. I think this will see play. Tavern Brawl, we've gotten that before. I've never got this etch foiled. I've gotten it in the art version. But Thecus the Butcher, legendary creature, dragon peasant. Trample, whenever Thecus the Butcher attacks, double the power of each dragon you control until end of turn. Again, definitely would make it into my dragon EDH deck. So etch foil is pretty cool. Altar of Bahala artifact. We could do it as an adventure if we want. Create a tapped 4/1 black skeleton creature token with menace. Tap to swamp. Exile a creature you control. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Active only one. That's not that bad. You could swap creatures out from your graveyard. That actually is a very good card. I actually like that a lot. Astral Confrontation. Pretty cool card. That's our foil. And then we got a Spore Counter, and then we actually got this art card earlier in the unboxing, so you guys can take a look at that. All right. What do we got? 3, 9. Okay, so we are officially halfway through the box. And only got 2 mythics. Now, I think in these boxes, I want to say that 2 mythics is normal. But we shall see. Alright, there is a lot going on. Alright, there's a lot going on in this pack. So let's unbox this thing. Swamp. We got a Moss Diamond for our art card. We did not get a second art card. Guild Sworn Prowler. We got Icewind Stalwart. We got a normal Astral Confrontation. We got a Whims Crossing Patrol. We got a Citadel Gate, which we got in a previous pack. Alright, Swashbuckler Extraordinaire. Creature Dragon Rogue Warrior. The Swashbuckler Extraordinaire enters the battlefield. Create a treasure token. Whenever you attack, you may sacrifice 1 or more treasure tokens. When you do, up to that many target creatures gain double strength. That's very cool. Criminal Past. Legendary enchantment background. Commander creatures. You have Menace, and this creature gets +X/+0, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Not a bad idea. Ambitious Cost. You draw 3 cards and you lose 3 life. Interesting. Commander Liar Portier. Legendary creature, human soldier. Whatever you attack, spells you cast from exile this turn cost X less to cast, where X is the number of players being attacked. Exile the top X cards of your library until end of turn. You may cast spells from among those exiled cards. Hardy Outlander. Alright. Bam! So we did get an etch foil rare. Shameless Charlatan, which we've actually gotten 2 of these. And we did score another mythic. And it's a showcase mythic, which means we might have a shot. It's definitely not the mythic I wanted. I wanted the damn dragon. But Bramble Sovereign Creature Dryad. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield, you may pay 1 colorless and 1 forest. If you do so, that creature's controller creates a token. If you do, that creature's controller. Oh, so you can do that for your own stuff. Okay, beautiful card. I love that art. It's a foiled uncommon. That's my foil. And it's an art card, which is why we did get a second art card. Flying, whatever galaxy, Australia Hunter, or another dragon enters the battlefield under your control, create a treasure token. It's just cool. It's not a good card. I've gotten this art card before, Chain Devil. Alright, so we got 3 mythics out of this box, that's pretty good. I would love to see more. Alright, let's see. Let's see if this if this box continues to be nice to me. Swamp. Goggles of Night. Ugh, terrible. Charcoal Diamond. So our art cards were not the best in this box. Not at all. Yeah, we're not hitting those marks, man. Murder. It's not going well. Poison Blade. Ugh. It's bad cards. Vok. Bird Demon. Flying. Toxic Spores. The beginning of your end step. If a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, each opponent loses 3 life. Oh, actually, it's not that bad of a card. It's a good draft card. Agent of the Shadow of Thieves. We definitely saw this card before. Agent of the Iron Throne. I'm sensing a theme here. Savannah. Cutthroat, which we actually got her. We got the regular art version of her. We've already gotten this card, so I'm not going to reread that. Sword of the Coast Sailor. Commander creatures you own have whenever this creature attacks a player, if no opponent has more life than you, player, this creature can't be blocked this turn. Interesting. Alright, now we're going to get this fun stuff. So, Etched foil is rare. It's Maisie, thus World Paladin. True's Word Paladin. Excuse me. Halfling Knight. Whenever whenever an enchanted creature attacks 1 or more opponents, it gets +2/+0 and gains trample. End of turn. Whenever an aura you control is put into your graveyard, I call it. Until the end of your next turn, you may cast that card. Ooh. So it gives you an ability to get those back. Displacer Kitten. Creature, cat beast. A second rare of the pack, Avoidance. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, exile up to one target non-land permanent you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. So it allows a card to flick out. Not great. Ooh, this is a nice foil, though. We got a foil Bonaful Promenade. Promenade enters the battlefield tapped unless you have two or more opponents. Oh, it's a dual land. So it's a commander dual land, that's kind of new. That might actually be something. And then we got a card from Magic's Past, which is Elmer Elvenwald Informant. And he is legendary creature, human, haste. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, untap target creature, then investigate. Create a clue token. It's an artifact with pay 2 sacrifice. This artifact, draw a card. Friends Forever. You can have two commanders if both have Friends Forever. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Okay, so that's a specific commander. That might be worth something, probably not. And then our art card. I love the art style on these. Alright, interesting. So, we have some potential for money. Like, for bigger cards. I feel like the Expedition map is probably the big winner. Oh, I'm like doing things upside down. That's really weird. They choose to do that, I wonder. Okay. Weird. Swamp. Cloak of the Bat. Mold Folk again, which we've seen them. Marching the Drone, which we saw the art version of. Flaming First Officer. Flaming Fist, which we saw that in the previous pack. Commander Tower, it's a land. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's weird. I don't understand how to use that card. Ellen Hasbury Busybody. Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of tokens you created this turn. Put one of those cards into your hand and the rest onto the bottom of your library in a random order. Inspiring leader, and its background. Commander creatures you own have creature tokens. Creature token you control get +2/+2. And we saw this card before. I'm not going to read it again. First rare of the pack, we got Merkul, Lord of Bones. We actually got a foiled etched of him. We got Agents of the Throne again. And etched foil, we did get a rare Miriam Sentinel Worm, which is a legendary creature, Dragon Spirit. Flying word, whenever another non-token dragon creature, dragon enters the battlefield under your control, create a token that is a copy of it, except the token isn't legendary if that dragon is legendary. This is actually what I may make my commander based off of, because I like this as a commander for a dragon deck. So that's pretty cool. Illithid Harvester, creature horror. We could either do it as an adventure, which is tap X target creatures that don't untap during their controller's next untap phase. Companion, Seramorphis. When Iliad Harvester enters the battlefield, turn any number of target tapped non-creature creatures face down. They're 2/2 horror creatures, so you can actually modify them to something else. That's kind of cool. That may be something. You're confronted by robbers. That's our foil. We got a fairy dragon token, and we got an art card, which is Ezla Weekend's Champion. All right, we're down to the last 6 packs. Let's see what we get. We did pull 3 mythics out of this box, which I'm traditionally normally pulling, but again, these are different. Wow, there is some weird games afoot. There are some weird games afoot in this thing. All right. So we got Island, Fire Diamond. They're killing me with these. We actually got him non-art card form. We got that already, so I'm not going to read it. We got this already, so I'm not going to read it. We got this already, so I'm not going to read it. Arcane Encyclopedia. Draw a card. Okay, so it's just a normal, like, draw. Rug of something. A rug of smothering. Whenever a player casts a spell, they lose 1 life for each spell they've cast this turn. So just hits them in the cojones. Campfire. You gain 2 life. Exile a campfire. Put all commanders you own from the commanding zone and from the graveyard into your hand. Then shuffle your graveyard into your library. Interesting. Sigil of... Okay. Macruel. It's an enchantment. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, mill a card. When you do, if there are 4 or more creature cards in your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, and it gains Death Touch until end of turn. Interesting. All right. Oh, damn it. I've gotten this guy before. Regadraga. Grixis Boss. Legendary creature you boar. Each creature you control with a mana ability gets +2/+2. Whatever creature you control with a mana ability attacks on tap whenever you cast a spell. If it is at least 7 mana was spent to cast it, untap target creature. It gets +7/+7 and gains trample until end of turn. I have now a playset of this guy, which I'm very unhappy about. Master Chef. I've gotten this card before. Our Etched Foil. I've actually gotten him before. Merchant of the Marbles. He's a dragon artificer. You may cast dragon spells and artifact spells as though they had flash. Choose a background. So potentially another card I may put in there. Second rare is Baba Lazga Night Witch. Was that Baba Yaga? Essentially. Yeah, it is Baba Yaga. Sacrifice up to 3 permanents. If they were 3 or more card types among the sacrifice permanents, each opponent loses 3 life, and you gain 3 life, and you draw 3 cards. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know. That's kind of an interesting card. And then our foil, very pretty foil, Sword Coast Serpent, creature Serpent Dragon. It could be cast as an adventure card. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Sword Coast Serpent can't be blocked as long as you've cast this non-creature spell this turn. So for blue, that's a pretty nice way to go. And then we got a card from Magic's Past, which I don't know why. Elwug Innkeeper. Whenever you cast a creature spell that has an adventure, draw a card. It doesn't need to have gone on the adventure. It doesn't need to have gone on the adventure first. Okay. And then we got this fun card, and that is it's just odd. The magic there's one card in this set I really, really want to get, and I don't think they're gonna give it to me. And it's super hilarious, too, because I always get cards around the thing that I want. Alright, so Foiled Island. Sky Diamond. Knocking things over. And we actually got him Yeah, so we actually got the non-art card version of him. Or her, actually. Avenging Hunter. Pack Attack. This is the card I want, and I never get. It's bad together. I hate that. I get all the cards with the art on it. I'm gonna let you guys read that one. I'm not gonna go over that one. We're getting to the end, so I want to go a little quicker. Drillworm, Mole. I'm just gonna go over the rares. All right. So John, Shattered One, legendary creature, Elf Wizard. At the beginning of your end step, target opponent gains control of up to 2/1 target creature you control. Put a 2+1/+1 counters on it and tap it. It's goaded for the rest of the game, and it gains. This creature cannot be sacrificed. So for people that don't know what goaded is, I still don't understand how to use that, but I guess there's more cards. Popular Entertainer. It's a legendary enchantment background. Commander creatures you own have whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, goad target creature and player that player controls until your next turn. The creature attacks each combat if able and attacks a player other than you if able. And then terrible thing to get etched, but Flaming Fist. Sculpted Sunburst. Choose a creature you control, then each opponent chooses a creature they control with equivalent or less power. If you choose a creature this way, exile each creature not chosen by any player this way. So you literally get everyone else out of the way. Third rare of the pack, Estrion the Descendant, legendary creature, vampire, elf, rogue. Death Touch lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, choose one. Feed. Target opponent loses life equal to the amount of life they lost this turn. Friends. You gain life equal to the amount of life you gained this turn. That's interesting. That's a really weird card. Recalls Edic. And you can see it's a D20 card. That's our foil. We got a goat token, and then we got, this is dope. I really love the artwork on this card, and it's the Eleminister. All right, let's see what we can do with these last 3 packs, because like I said, I'm not confident that we pulled, last time we pulled it out, because we pulled a $50 card, which was like half what I paid. And they're definitely messing with me with some of the rarities here. They are 100% messing with me a little bit. I don't know how I feel about it. All right, so we got a swamp, and again, they're putting my foiled spot. Has it the Emerald Archdruid until the end of your turn. Target token you control becomes a green bear creature with base power and toughness 4/4 in addition to its other colors and types. Decanter of the Endless Water. I can't say words today. You have no maximum hand size. Okay, so I think I got this card before. We definitely got him before. I'm noticing in the boxes, Flaming Fist, you tend to get the same cards. Vile Duplication. Creature, create a token that is a copy of target creature you control, except the token has flying and isn't legendary if the creature was legendary. Interesting. Allura and Mar Thief, we got her before. Mystery Key. When equipped, creature deals combat damage to player. Sacrifice Mystery Key. If you do, draw 3 cards. So you can sacrifice it. We got him before. I'm going a little faster because I want to get to the end. Damn, that fist. All right, terrible to get that as my etched foil. Amber Gristle of O'Malley. We've gotten that. We've gotten this rare before, but we got it as an etch foil before, so we've already seen this guy. And my third rare, we didn't get this, but this Undermountain Adventurer, creature, giant warrior. Vigilance: when Undermountain Adventurer enters the battlefield, you take the initiative. Tap, add 2 if you've completed a dungeon. Okay. That's interesting. That's an interesting ability. I mean, a little high for that. It's a foiled rare, though. And then we got a cool art card and a dungeon. So we got one of the, that's like one of the, call it insert art cards, because it's signed by the artist. All right, last 3 packs. Like I said, I'm not confident. I'm not as confident that I pulled the money, the big guns out of this box. All right, let's see. Interesting. I always say that. I always say interesting when I open these up. All right, so we got a forest. All right, we got him before as an art card. We didn't get him before. Whatever you cast a non-creature spell, target creature gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is that mana, that spell's mana value. That I think might make it into the EDH deck, because that would be really good for the dragons. Exodus, Experiment, Dream Fracture, Goggles of Night. So that's the actual art for the card. We've gotten it a couple times. We've gotten him before, so I'm not gonna go through that. Draconic, Muralist. They're bards. When Draconic Muralist dies, you may search your library for a dragon card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So I would definitely play with them, and I might make a standard dragon deck and just see what happens. Dragon Legacy, legendary dragon creature, dragon shaman, flying. Whenever you cast an adventure spell or dragon spell, yeah, we got her before. We just got the art card version of her, and we just talked about the cultist, so we got the regular version of him as well. All right, first rare of the pack, Jahara, Friend of the Forest. Legendary creature, human, elf, druid. Tokens you control have... Wow! That's not a terrible card. That for a ramp-up deck, that could be a good card. We love getting this guy. Damn. Our etched foil, Agent of the Iron Throne, which we've gotten a couple of times. And we did pull, that's 4 mythics in this box. Storm King's Thunder. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell X times. You may choose... Oh, that actually might be a money card, because that's a pretty good card. Sea Hag is our foil. And our art card is Doppelganger, which is kind of funny since that was one of like the first Magic cards. We lost. We're getting 10 o'clock. We lost everybody. This is why I like to make the videos like only an hour. All right, second to last pack. Let's see what they're gonna do to me. Let's see the atrocities that they have for me. All right, we got a forest, plains, another. All right, nice. Deadly Disputes. We got that before. We got him before as well. We got Pack Attack before. Band Together. We got that before. You Meet in a Tavern. We got that card before as well. Guardian of Ward, legendary creature, warrior. When Guardian of Ward enters the battlefield, exile any number of other non-land permanents you control until Guardian enters, leaves the battlefield. Create a 1/1 white creature, a soldier creature token for each permanent exiled in this way. We got him before. So he turns he turns tokens into bears. And then the Emerald Dragon, because we got every other dragon. Creature Dragon, Descent Wave, Instant Adventure. Counter target, activated or triggered ability from a non-creature source. Then exile this card. You may cast this creature later from exile. Flying, trample. So just kind of a basic dragon. First rare of the pack: Shadow Heart Dark, just car, legendary creature, human elf cleric. Sacrifice another creature, draw X cards, where X is that creature's power. Decent. Master Chef. I told you guys to stay to the end. You're going to miss the collector pack. Hassel Emerald Archer. So we got a etched foil version of him. That's annoying. 9 Fingers, which we got her before. And our foil is Agent Iron Throne. And then we got this, which I actually got this in my other box. Eternal Exile. Alright. Final pack of the box. And then we're going to do the fun part of the show where I actually find out if we made it ahead or not. Let's see. What's the last one going to do for me? Let's see. That's wacky. Really? Alright, last pack. Mountain. Foiled. We got Stonekeeper Crystal. We got this gentleman, which we've got him a few times in this box. Doing it again. Why do I keep doing that? Black Dragon Gate. We got him before as well. We got Summon Undead before. We did not get Gunax, Astral Hunter, legendary creature dragon flying. When got an Astral Hunter or another dragon enters the battlefield under your control, create a treasure token. Actually, we might have gotten this card. I think we got the art version of this card. Arcane Signet. Add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. I don't know why you'd want to do that. I guess for the backgrounds, because I guess you could. I don't know how the backgrounds work. I think you do a sidebar for them. Vicona, draw legendary elf at the beginning of your upkeep. If you have 4 or more creature cards in your graveyard, yes, we did get this card already. We already got this card as well. We already got Street Urchin as well. It's so terrible. Dungeon, I can't believe I get that always. Activist of Ogma. Flash, whenever an opponent searches their library, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Not the greatest rare. We got a second rare in this pack. Cultist of the Absolt. Legendary enchantment background. Commander creatures you own get +3/+3 and have flying, death touch, ward, pay 3 life, and at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. And then I've got a plains, and they've taunted me yet again with this damn art card, because Ancient Bronze Dragon is the card I always want in this box. So that is it for unboxing. I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping really quick. This is a weird box. I actually got a lot more mythics. So this, I'm just going to all right, let's get this box out of here. So I have a little bit more room to, because now I'm going to just like reconstitute everything. And hopefully guys can see everything I'm doing. I'm trying to keep it all in frame. So I'm just separating out. What I tend to do when I open up a set booster is I put everything in its rarity. So it's like, and I try to put all the art cards together. I try to put everything together. So it's like, if it's etched, the only time that something makes it from here to here, this was just a really weird box. It was a really weird box because there were things in the box that were, and don't go anywhere, guys, because we still have a collector's pack that I didn't open yet. But now we just finished opening up the box itself. What I'm doing now is I'm just checking in and seeing. I always like to do the little game of how did we do? You know, did we actually break even? Did we not? And I'm not sure in this box because there's a few things in here that are interesting. So obviously the very first interesting piece for this box is that we did score quite a few. You know, we got foiled or etched foiled rares. We got we got a lot more mythics in this box than I have in previous boxes. So I'm slightly intrigued by that because, you know, and we did get a few special, you know, like we got, but the mythics, I was just surprised by how many mythics we actually pulled out of this box. And I still think that Expedition map is probably worth money. So some of the older cards, or what they call them list cards, I think we scored a little bit higher with some of those. And, you know, we just had some nice surprises with, like, we got some full art, we got some showcase art. So we got a couple of, like, alternate format cards. Is there a reason I put... No, I think I just put that there. Yeah, it's just... But, again, this is part of why these boxes are so much fun. Like, I know that's a money card because it's just an etched foil card. All right, we're almost done, guys. But obviously, yeah, like, we got some stuff where we got, like, you know... But, again, just the amount of mythics I pulled out of here were pretty damn good. Like, I was just surprised by the level of mythics. You know, and this is why it's cool, because you get all these art cards. You get... So set boosters are fun because, you know, but obviously the big meat and potatoes of them are... I only opened up 18 packs, and this is all of the rare cards. So, you know, when we start to look at this, I'm curious about those two. So what I'm doing now is I'm just reminding myself, yeah, that I think is worth absolutely nothing. This I think is worth something, because that I think is worth... There may be more, but I'm intrigued by these because all of these are either special, and just the fact that we got all those mythics. Like, I'm just surprised by that. Okay. Sorry, guys. We still have the collector booster, so don't go anywhere. I don't know why you guys are all leaving. All right. I know. This is, like, aggravating probably to watch because I'm, like, taking my time, but I'm trying to make it easier to look everything up. And also, I'm being a little sneaky with just organizing my cards because I want to have them all organized before. But yeah, the fact that I scored 4 mythics, there we go, because I was trying to do it. The fact that I scored 4 mythics, I'm hoping we hit something. Like, I can't imagine. All right, so let's go for the, like, what I think might be the big winner. Probably not. Bramble. Okay, respectable. It's an $8. It's an $8 card. Yeah, so it's like it's an $8. We didn't get it foiled. If we had got it foiled, but that's an $8 card, so that's not bad. Yeah, I had a funny feeling that wasn't going to be a great card. So this is not a good mythic. She might. The abilities don't strike me as, like, the best, but... Yeah, she's only a $2. Because, again, most of it is because we're getting, like, the basic. And most of the... Usually any mythic in the set will have, you know, it's like 3 different versions of it. So people will always want... They'll always want... Yeah. So... Yeah, so my mythics... So, similar to what happened to me last time, my mythics were garbage. They're not good mythics. I got crappy mythics. Now, one could argue, well, you got 4 mythics, so, like, that's pretty good. And again, that's why... Showcase. Oh, wow. That is a nothing card. I thought maybe because it was a showcase, you might have gotten something, but... Now, I'm pretty sure... I think that's going to be worth something. Alright, $4. So if it's $4 with that, I'm gonna so foiled. Alright. So we're eking a value out of that. So those two are maybe like $15. Yeah, this is but like I said, Expedition map, I think that's actually where it's funny. It's funny how the list cards are the things that I hit on. Oh, nope. Did not hit. Okay, so Expedition map is a like I said, I'm pretty sure that just because I got this as an etched foil. Yeah, that's terrible. Wow. All right, so we're not doing too well with this. Yeah, Eggwell Innkeeper. That I know is not worth anything. Oh, yeah, it's funny. It's $1 just because it's on the list. All right. Now, yeah, he is actually worth something because I remember that from the last time. Although it's possible that the prices for this stuff, Merkul, Lord of Bones, yeah. So everything, the bottom fell out of everything. So on pre-release weekend, this was all like really good, and now the like bottom fell out of everything. So all of the values are so skewed. All right, so we did not make our money back in this box at all. Holy crap! All right, this is probably going to shell shock me for a little while to opening up stuff. This is cool. I think that you're going to see a lot of these cards probably played, so that will definitely be true. But like I said, I'll definitely be looking through this. But I do like the set boosters for that reason because they are fun to open. All right. So that's all the special cards, which is pretty good because it's about half and half. All right, now I said to you guys we were going to open up a collector booster. That's our last little hurrah. This is my lotto ticket. Now, for anyone that doesn't know what a set booster, what a collector booster is, all of the cards are foiled. And similar to but it also has more rares in it. So these guys are kind of like lotto tickets, I call them, because they're $25 a pack. All right, so we have Coronation of Chaos, Stidge, but again, all of it's foiled. Blur, which we didn't get in any of our other packs. Modify Memory. Moonshire Pixie, which we got. A Plains. Now, what's cool is you get the art cards foiled as well. We got Emo Mystic Trickster, which we got in our other packs. We get an etch foil in these packs. So we have Legendary Enchantment background, and that's Dragon Cultist, which is a good background to play if you're going to do a commander deck Dragon. Bane, Lord of Darkness, which we got in a regular pack, but now we have him in the nice foil. Death Kiss, which is a Beholder. Whenever a creature an opponent controls attacks one or more opponents, double its power until end of turn. Monstrosity X. When death becomes monstrous, X target creatures your opponent controls. So we got a full art of that, so you get full art cards too. Then we got Earthquake Dragon. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total mana value of dragons you control. Oh my god. So perfect for a dragon deck. Sacrifice a land, return Earthquake Dragon to your graveyard, from your graveyard to your hand. Holy shit, that's insane. We got, is that another etch foil? Yes, this is another etch foil of the Descendant, which actually I think people might play with this card. And then we got legendary creature. So we got Alondo the Seer, legendary creature human shaman. Draw a card, then exile a card from your hand and put a number of time counters on it equal to the mana value it gains when the last time counter is removed from this card. If it is exiled, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. If you cast a creature spell this way, it gains haste until end of turn. Then remove the time counters from each other card you own in exile. Interesting. And then Sculpted Chaos, Sculpted Sunlight, but it's the full art version of it. And Ox. So, didn't hit a mythic. Earthquake, I'm curious. Well, no, it's not going to be worth anything because Earthquake Dragon is so, like, specific. Let's see. It's a $4 card. It's a $4 card. Again, everything in Magic now is like all about so $6. It's all about nobody gives a crap about Orlando. What else we got? Nope. Yeah, Bane, Lord of Darkness. I know he's not worth anything. I know he's not, and I know that's not. So, not the greatest showing from the pack. Maybe I might have busted halfway. Not the greatest. So, the collector's pack was not everything it lived up to. Earthquake Dragon was a nice surprise. Death Kiss was a nice surprise. And again, the value is there. Like it's another. You're paying $25 for the pack, but you're getting or walking away with potentially, like here, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rares. So if you think about it, I'd have to buy 6 packs to get these 6 rares. So I kind of saved money because if each pack is $5, then I got an extra. I got an extra pack because you want the rare cards, right? Because we could all buy the commons and the uncommons. But then you also get foiled versions, and then you also have potential for etched foil versions of things, or other slots with things. So, and then your commons are also foiled, and not that it really like puts you in a huge spot later, but when you're looking at value, sometimes when cards go sets get discontinued, you will actually see, I'm just putting these away, so you will actually see even commons or uncommons of sets be worth something even after the set's done, which is kind of an interesting thing. So it is worth it. The collector boosters. It's just that obviously for a lot of us, I know myself included, I certainly cannot be buying those every day. So yeah, I think we're at a loss. We didn't really hit the big money cards this time around. So although the box yielded, my box had 4 mythics in it and 3 cards from the list, we just didn't hit the high value cards this time around. I mean, if I piece it out, I mean, this was a $10 card, and if I pieced out some of the other cards, maybe we would have gotten to, I think this time about halfway. The last box I opened, I did probably make the box back, and then for the pack, again, I think I got about halfway, which does kind of suck, but the reality is it's a good value, the set boosters, just because going back to what I said to everybody, like discounting the one thing I opened, like I definitely got more rares than the 18 packs I opened, so you get a lot more stuff. And then other bonuses is that you get all the like showcased art cards, which are really nice, because you find them in the packs, but they're scattered. so you get more packs, but you don't get all the cool stuff. Obviously, these are a waste. The art cards. I mean, I'm sure there's somebody out there that collects these, and they do have value. So technically, when I put in the value of the box, I should be factoring them in because there is an actual value for those cards. But all right, well this is our Magic, and then last but not least, I did get two. I scored two of these promos because I did buy 2 boxes. The Elder Brain. This is the full art version of it. We actually got the regular art version of it. But this is the promo card or box promo. And I want to do something with these cards. I like these Elder Brains. They're really cool. So yeah, that's that's our unboxing. I'm crazy. I can't believe I bought 2 boxes of this set. But I'm probably gonna pay the price for it, just because now I have a ton of this stuff. But I want to make that Dragon EDH deck. So this is the place for dragons. All the Dungeons and Dragons sets have them. Again, I just can't hit. I can't hit that really intense dragon, but I will maybe one of these days. If you guys want to watch more videos, please consider following and signing up for notifications of the channel. You can check out my website and my Patreon for ways to monetarily support the channel and participate in my services. We're going to do some more gaming stuff. Probably going to lay off the unboxing stuff for a while, just because I got to space it out, and I went a little hot and heavy into Boulders Gate just because I really like Boulders Gate. I like EDH, but we'll space things out for the rest of it. But we have plenty of hobby stuff coming your way. And just as a reminder, I'm going to update the schedule. We're going to add in a Wednesday show, so we will be live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The other shows on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they'll be kind of extras. I might go on live, mostly to do probably video games and other stuff, but I may do some other modeling stuff. But reminder, Mondays is going to be Marvel Crisis Protocol, so Atomic Mass Games. Tuesdays is going to be our GWs. That's going to be Warhammer, whether it's 40K or Age of Sigmar. And then Wednesdays is going to be what I call the Random Creative Show, which is what it's going to be called. And we may do more model stuff. I may do art projects. I may do other things. I don't know. I'm going to leave it. So it could be jumping back into a project so we have like a twofer for that week, or doing other stuff. It could even just be gameplay. That might happen too. And then Thursdays are going to be our tabletop/RPG days. It would also be the day that we might do our talk show if we're going to be doing it that month, because we try to space those out so we get different topics coming in. So yeah, the way you're going to know all about that is, again, signing up for notifications, signing up for signing up to follow the channel. And like I said, check out the website, check out the Patreon, and I will be launching a hobby-specific Patreon. It's just things were a little hectic. I'm diligently working on it, and I'm hoping within the next month or so it'll be off the ground. But I'm going to try my best to work on it. Thank you guys for watching, as always, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And please, I'd love to know what you guys think. Are you excited for Boulders Gate, the Dungeons & Dragons Magic set? I know there's some controversy around there. Some people love it, some people don't. But I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. All right, take care, everybody. See you at the next video. We actually might be on again tonight. I might do another video.